All right, guys, we're back with the oil. I think you want to pay close attention here. This is gonna be big, big announcement we have on the market in general, right? So we're talking about the stock market. We're talking about the oil. That's what we're gonna focus on today. We think there's a game changer right now in the market. There was a couple of days ago we had that monthly closing bar, right? The closing of June, and that was quite significant because there were a few key levels that were decisively broken, so to speak, with that monthly closing bar. And that kind of changed the way we were looking at the market. Our overview had flipped pretty much upside down, so to speak. We thought there was going to be a second wave on the downside as far as the market goes. Wall Street, in this case, Wall Street is pretty... There's a positive correlation between Wall Street and between the stock market and the oil. So we thought that the market's going to go back down. And the oil here, with its specific situation, was also an important factor. Here we were looking at 36 because we thought that if we're gonna have here a second wave of that downside, that turmoil that we had in the market. Remember that huge March month that we had? That was the height of the pandemic. That was expressed very well here with that big drop on the oil. Check this out. I mean, this is spectacular, right? The price, 6.5. Who would imagine that the oil is going to go so low? So, we thought that looking at this particular system and that 36 level is going to be a good way to measure the second wave. So when price was hitting here on the upside just a few weeks ago, we were expecting a turnaround. When we didn't get that turnaround, we saw that breakout. We actually felt that could be just a false breakout, right? Just a trap, like a bullish trap. So we decided to wait a little bit with this. But with every passing week, price solidified that breakout, right? Check this out here. I mean, let me take you closer. It's quite interesting. We've seen price coming back. I mean, first it broke. It couldn't break 39.18, by the way, but that was beside the point. The fact that it broke 36, that was significant. And then it tried to came back in, and it failed. First time, right? Mind you, this is a weekly closing bar. That's a strong indication. Then we had the following week, again, another attempt to break back in, failed. In this week, price actually turned, at the end of it, it ended up very positively, breaking 39.18. The following week was again on the downside, but again above 36 in good positioning as far as bullish conviction goes. Now I want to show you how this looks like from the monthly perspective, because we just had a couple of days ago, we had that monthly close and we were waiting for this. This is a big sign, guys, big signal that the oil is heading north. That's it. This is a legit breakout, which is is just backed by a monthly closing bar above 39.18 and 36, both in the same shot, so to speak. So this is another kind of indication. Like I said at the beginning, an important factor is the oil. Right, so if we have here this what seems to be a legit breakout of a very important key level, that kind of suggests that the markets, right, generally speaking, are back on the upside big time. Now, forget about the fact that we have similar, corresponding signals in other leading assets, such as the S&P 500. But just looking at this, in an isolated case study, it seems to be very bullish, and we're going to pick up on this one, which means we're going to act on that. We're going to participate in this move, and we're just initiating a new, a new bullish conviction, a new bullish position on the oil, aiming at 65.23. It's going to be super interesting. We take this on a long-term type of, of overview. So we think price could not only reach 65.23, but probably also take the previous high, which is where we came from. Back, that was back in 2018. All right, so we think it's just the beginning of just the beginning, just for, early stages of this full-fledged upside reversal. That was the moment it actually manifested. It actually started, to kick in. That was the height of the pandemic. Ever since that point, price was on the upside pretty much. All right, guys, that's about that for this one. Oil. That's about it for today. Forex market. We will be back on Monday. So till then, be well.